Some of the hardest leadership challenges are not about the problem itself, but how differently people see it. Today, I'm joined by Vandana Das, an executive coach with experience working across functions and cultures. Hi, Vandana.
Hey Cindy, thank you for inviting me.
Vandana, how does your experience working across cultures shape the way you coach leaders navigating different perspectives?
I have worked across continents, across different countries, having experienced how across cultures the same thing can be interpreted in so many different ways. The same behavior, the same messages or decisions can land completely differently. And that can really impact the outcome of what you're trying to do. As an example, when I first realized this was when I was exposed to some of the models in cultural perspectives and how cultural dynamics works. And I realized that when I came here in a different culture, I was using the same model of behavior in professional setting that I was used to. Where I come from, you do not have to list everything that you do, and you read the room and you go ahead, do your work, and that's done. When I came here, I was surprised that I was told the same thing three times. And then I was sent a note saying what we discussed. I took it like not an insult, but I was offended. I thought, do they think I don't understand things in one go? It became like a challenge for me to prove that no, I know what you mean. What I missed was when I was not doing the same thing, I was not seen as professional. When I was not sending out notes after the meeting, I was not seen as professional. And that cost me many things in my professional life. And there are many instances like this which make things very different and impact very differently. Having seen that and experienced it firsthand, and having learned it much later in my journey, I thought this would be a really good thing for leaders to get exposed to. When I work with leaders, I help them learn not to rush into deciding who's right or not to really interpret something quickly. I help them get curious first. Different people are often seeing different parts of the same reality. We've all experienced that, right? Once leaders can surface assumptions, values, and context, they are much better able to integrate those views and move forward thoughtfully. What I have found that leaders often struggle most with staying grounded when there's no single shared interpretation. They often feel pressure to fix the disconnect quickly. I help them understand that strong leadership requires the ability to hold complexity, listen without being defensive, and create enough clarity and trust for people so that you are on the same page and you understand each other. You build the trust to move forward. I have done a lot of research also within my network, outside my network. There's a lot of research already done on this. What I have found is that the difference in perspectives is not a problem to eliminate. It's just really a data to work with. And it's really to understand when I'm exhibiting this particular behavior, I am showing up like this in a different cultural context. Once leaders start to understand that, the trust that often diminishes because of misinterpretation, because of misreading each other's cultural context or nuances, the trust now starts to build up. And then you are able to navigate these global teams, lead these global teams very effectively, and make the impact that you want to have.
Thank you, Vandana. Leadership across different perspectives, especially across cultures, requires more than alignment. It requires understanding how people interpret the same situation through different lenses. This often allows teams to move forward with greater clarity and better decisions.